Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a big, super duper welcome to all of you in the middle of the thick forest along the route where ancient travelers of the pre vehicular era tragic, trundled, totted their way to the big town. It's nice to have you and to have you nice. If you have a friend, if you have an enemy, if you have an acquaintance, a co worker, a family member, tell that person, please, to be live here with me. Tell that person to join you because what we are about to listen could drastically change your life. It could drastically change that person's life. You see, we've gone through a lot of challenges in the world. I think for the past 5 years, people have not been sleeping. People are dying. People are suffering. It comes with wars, with COVID-19, and then with financial problems, problems upon problems upon problems. The world is just in a quagmire of mediocrity. And so, what we are about to share here, it could ease the tension that is going around the world. I have a friend who was in Africa. He thought America is the best place to be. He got there. He had issues. He was moving from place to place. Eventually, his papers was having issues. He was deported. You can't predict. And that is why wherever you are, when opportunity comes your way, you grab hold of it. Now, for those of you who are members of this organization known as God Backup, please listen because what I'm about to give you, I'm burning. My buttocks is just hot. I've been getting up and getting up. My buttocks has been is like volcanic eruption. Okay, so please enter your name. Okay, I can see a lot of people now saying good evening. Please enter your name, enter where you've connected from. Okay, some of you are from Malawi, some are from Zimbabwe, some are from US, some are from Canada, some are from Australia, some are from Germany, UK. I'm speaking from London here. It is nice to have all of you. Please take your phone and tell your friend, the friend that you never liked, tell that friend I don't like you, but this one I need to let you know about it because it could change the entire circumference of that person. That person will become your friend again if the person is your enemy. So please, for those of you who are in the group page, put it on the group page and tell everyone that what they are about to hear is for them. It's for them. If they like it, they become part of the big thing that is coming. Okay, I want to share something with you before I go to the main purpose of why we are here. In July 2023, I got a call from a couple, Chris and Tammy. They told me, sometimes when you hear things that anything that has to do with it can give you money, for some reason, it's like the devil has blinded the minds of people when it comes to anything about income. There is this fake mentality, and whether people will agree with it or not. In fact, most of us here will not agree, but inwardly, some people would. It's a fact that the moment somebody starts talking about money, we make it look like it's evil. Have you seen that? Okay. If you have seen that, type the word yes and let me see. When we talk about income, in churches, in religious organizations, in families, we become holier than thou. We become like we are the holy of holies. And that oh no, money is evil. It's juju, it's high, it's pagan. And so people make it look like money is bad. But in their heart of hearts, they want it more than anything. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you doing that to your very soul? You know that you need money to take care of the children. And yet, when you are being given money, you say it's too much. Ah, what kind of life is that? God is giving you income. He says it's too much. Is that what King Solomon said? When God says you didn't ask for income, I'm going to give you income. He says, God, no, it's too much. And this mentality is killing a lot of people. There is that kind of religious fanaticism, which make people actually, don't go for what they were designed, created by God to have. If you look into your scripture in Genesis chapter 1, chapter 2, verse 11, you will see that God put money in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve, they did not even want, they don't lack anything. Okay? And yet, if you look at the scriptures in Genesis chapter 2, it says that there were 4 rivers. The second river, known as Pishon, okay, when the river diverted, okay, one of them was Pishon, and that flew through the garden, and it said, where there was gold, in the land where there was gold. I kept asking myself, why would God put gold in the Garden of Eden? How many people were in the Garden of Eden? Only 2, Adam and Eve. Okay, now listen. Gold in those days is like today money, in case you probably don't know. In the past, there was no money. So the medium of exchange was gold. But hang on. Adam and Eve already had everything they needed in the Garden of Eden. They had everything, everything. In fact, Adam was the one who named the animals. So, when you put gold in the Garden of Eden, watch it. Gold is a medium of exchange. That means that somebody must be exchanging something for something. Now, Adam had everything. Eve had everything. Adam is not going to sell to Eve. Eve is not going to sell to Adam. So why would God put gold in the garden? For who? I had to think about this. Think about it. Why would God put gold? And then he told us that, and the gold of that land was good. Now go and check the meaning of good. It was the 8th time the word good was mentioned. The 7th times it was mentioned, it was related to God finishing everything. And God saw what he has made, and it was very good. And God saw what he has made, and it was very good. And so the 8th time the word good was mentioned, it was attached to gold. Good. 8th time. Do you know the meaning of 8? Check the biblical chronology and meaning. The meaning of 8 means a perfect beginning. It means abundance. That is why 7 means completeness, but good means perfect beginning, abundance. On the 8th child, a child is born. The child must be circumcised on the 8th day, because that child is a perfect beginning. There are 7 days in the week. When the 8th day comes, it becomes a perfect beginning, a new beginning from the 7th. The word 8 has a significance. So it was on the 8th day that, God, stepped out of creation. Okay, he rested on the 7th day, so the 8th day becomes like a perfect beginning for him. And when you check the meaning and the significance of the 8, you will understand why God attached the word good to gold. There was an 8th time the word good was being used in the scriptures. What is my point? Here's my point. Before I go to the details, God wants you to have an abundance. That is why he created the air, and he made the air abundant. If human beings was the one controlling the air, he would have made air off. Have you seen light off? Doomsday? People will be having air off. God wants you to have abundance. Look at the land, the earth, abundant. So whatever God, so Adam and Eve, why did God put the gold there? He didn't need gold. They didn't need gold. So why would God put gold in the land, Garden of Eden? Because he wanted them to know that the children of God deserves abundance. This is deep, I'm telling you. That is why if you look at the heavens widens abundantly. You deserve abundance, not small, Opele. You deserve abundance. You are a child of the Almighty. He wants you to have so much that you can imagine. That is why you put gold in your garden. Dig deeper in that garden. And that is why God Backup is here. See, God Backup is here. That gives us the opportunity for us to be able to live our dreams. Okay. I have seen this organization move from helter to skelter. Just for those of us who don't know, I wanted to take note of some few things. God Backup already has 11 benefits. 11 benefits for you and I. Okay. And these 11 benefits, they are a service that you and I would have to appreciate. A service. You have to know the service and enjoy the income that come with it. One of the services is that is giving you a cloud space better than Google Drive, better than Dropbox, better than iCloud. I have spoken to people here in London. I've spoken to a number of people. They never agree, but just in the space of time, many of them are beginning to agree that this thing I told them will make an incredible thing. So this is the God Backup service. The thing is that even if there is no money, I'm guarantee you we need this service. That's the point. Okay, and the service is abundant. Look at the terabyte, 6 terabytes. Remember, anything that has to do with abundance is connected with God. I'm telling you, I had to do deep research before coming with this information. And I can prove to you scripturally, to let you know that abundance comes from God. Anything that is not in abundance, even if it gets to abundance, it will go down. Even if satanic, it goes up and then it comes down. Abundance comes from God. That is why we are producing abundantly. And so if you look at the terabyte from God Backup is 6 terabytes. In fact, it is unlimited. iCloud is small, 2 terabytes. Google Drive, small, 2 terabytes. Dropbox is small, 2 terabytes. That is not abundant. God Backup is abundant. It's connected with godly abundance. And now, apart from that, you have an abundant emails to make. Bulk email, personalized emailing. And I know a lot of you might not be using it. Please use it. There are some of us here, we've not even downloaded the app. Download it. It will change your mindset. Have you seen the new revelation? There's a new revelation of God Backup which is coming. The app, I've just installed it on my phone here. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It is about 46 seconds faster. I put pictures on my phone have been backed up. All of them on this big. If you have not, the beta version will be released on Saturday. Please be ready for Saturday and be part of the event the CEO is going to release. Now, so everything is happening so sharp. The service has been heightened. Hey, Chineke. The service has been heightened on your phone. The speed is so high. The color. I was talking to Evans. Evans was telling me, Doc, even the atmospheric globality of the God Backup alone, the speed of it is just incredible. And we are going to have this. All of this is $100 a year. If $100 is difficult for you to get, I'm telling you, then you don't need money. $100. Difficult for you to get. Do you know how much people will pay to start a business? I've seen people paying $1,000, pay $2,000. I have a lady, she put in $1 million into a business that collapsed after 10 years. And yet, ours is just $100, not a day, not a month, a year. Hey. So that's it. Then there are other benefits of the VIP. If you're not on the VIP, be on the VIP. I can't speak about the VIP now. But with the new plan coming, please listen. Hey. Goodness me. My head is scattered. My Nigerian friends, my head don't scatter. It don't scatter. With the new plan coming, if you are not on the VIP, hey. Okay, so let's begin. I'm just burning. I'm burning with what I'm about to release to you. I have on my computer the new plan. In fact, when I start, some of you will not understand. So today I'm going to go step by step. Okay. But I want you to understand this, that income is from Caesar. But God uses Caesar's work to push God's activities. I'll give you an example. God says that if you don't take care of your family, you are worse than a believer. If you don't take care of your family. So how do you think God wants you to take care of your family, okay? Does God want you to be taking care of your family by sending them to any rubbish school? Or you think God wants you to take care of your family by sending them to a very good school? Which one? Does God want you to take care of your family by taking them to one of the beautiful places in the world to see the creations of God? Okay? To go to the island of Maldives, to visit and see the fishes swimming in the sea whilst you touch them. Is that the kind of life God wants you to have? To appreciate the wonders of God's creation in Ireland where you are closer to the sun? Now, if God wants you to do that, how will you get to that place if you do not get the income that you have to have? So money is nothing. It's just a means to an end. There's not an end to itself. God knows that. That is why he gave Solomon plenty of it. Plenty of it. It is not because of that Solomon started taking foreign wives. The guy already liked foreign women too much. Job was also a rich man. And yet, Job said in Job 30 that I've made a covenant with my eye against women. So my point I'm just trying to tell you is that income is a means to an end which God has given you. That is why he placed it in the Garden of Eden. So I want you to be sure of yourself that the income I'm about to tell you is too big. It's too big. And because it's too big, I want you to convince yourself that you need it. Because I'm telling you, I can show you the income you're about to get. And yet, you will be bringing God into the matter. Materialism, this is too much. You don't have to talk about income. So I want you to rejuvenate your mental gymnastics. Change your mindset, the negative mindset when it comes to cash. Because other than that, if I show you the cash, your mentality, the negative mentality about money will not even make you get it. Ladies and gentlemen, are you with me? Please, if you're with me, say I am with you. Because what I'm about to vomit. Hey, Chineke. Yeah. What I'm about to vomit now. Somebody is going to tell me that this is too much. And so because of that, this one is satanic. I want you to change that mindset. Because what is coming is income. And you need it. Convince yourself you need it. And please don't say, I don't need plenty. There's nothing called plenty when it comes to something God has given to you. Air is not plenty. Breathing is not plenty. You need it all the time. You got to see it like an oxygen. And it's not going to make you bad. If you are a bad person, you're already bad. The income is just a reflection of how bad you were before. If you are bad, it's not money that will make you bad. It's not money that will make you evil. Money is not the root of evil. You are evil. You are the evil one. But just that your evil capacity was on earth when you got money. There are some people, they have plenty money, but they do only good. Have you observed that? They do only good. Bill Gates doesn't bluff. He dashes $10 billion to people. Warren Buffett has been eating at KFC. Even when he became a multi-billionaire, he was still eating at KFC. So income is not bad. The money is not bad. Joseph of Arimathea, the guy who went to carry Jesus when he died and he walked to Pilate and told Pilate that I want to go and bury Jesus. That guy, Joseph of Arimathea, according to the scriptures, he was a rich multi-millionaire. He was a secret disciple of Jesus. But when Jesus died, he now showed his scratchy powers of money, went to Pilate, demanded that Jesus be buried. If you don't have income, you cannot bury Jesus. So I want us to have a positive income mind so that when we pour the information now, you will now appreciate what God deserves you to have. What bread? You have suffered too much. This is your moment. This is your time. Let's start. Let me show you something, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start. There are big things that are coming. I can't talk about all of this. But there are big incomes that are coming in the God backup community. It will blow your mental disposition. You've got to accept the fact that you deserve some of these things. Income at a greater proportion, but you deserve it because you were created in his image and you have to have one. Let me just take one of them, just one of them, okay? And then it helps us to get a better understanding of what is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, once you become part of the God Backup family, you have to install the app on your computer or your phone. That's the first one. Have the God Backup on your computer and on your phone. That will help you to appreciate it better. Now, once you have it on your computer, the first thing you want to do is to get 2 people. Don't go for the monthly pack. Only register people on the yearly pack. How much should the person pay on the yearly pack? If the person wants to be part of the community, and I want you to know that God Backup is not just service of God Backup and just income. It's bigger than that. The knowledge, the information that can turn your life around. So, what do you do? Once you become a member of the God Backup, look for your friend, your enemy, your co-worker. Tell the person that you have started a project that is about to explode. I'm the first person in Africa. I'm also number 6 in the world out of 55,000 people. I'm telling you, the number of people in Africa are not even up to 2,000. And guess what? The number of people in Africa who are not even up to 2,000, only about 50 are seriously working. Can you imagine that? Only about 50 are seriously working. So you are among the select few in Africa. In Europe, the number of people who are actively working, the whole of Europe, only about 300 are actively working. So in reality, the people in the world who are truly doing God Backup, there are not many. Majority of people are not truly doing the thing, activating the business. And so you and I, we stand a better chance of changing the paradigm. So the first thing you want to do is to get your 2 people on board. Don't register them ever on the monthly pack. Register them on the yearly pack. How much is the yearly pack? Somebody should please type it there for me. How much is the yearly pack? The yearly pack is equal to, you can tell me. The yearly pack is equal to, because I know that there's an 8 seconds kind of gap between the time I speak and the time you hear me. So I have to wait a little bit for somebody to give me. How much is a yearly pack? Thank you, Dorothy. Okay, that is $120. The $20 is just one time. So the $20, I'm telling you, that income, you can get it tomorrow. And I'm sure you how. I'm going to show you how. Once you register, yours is to now tell your friends and enemies to do the same. You need only 2 people. Okay, I'll come back to that. You need only 2 people, but I want you to watch this. Okay, you need only 2 people to join you. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time I finish, I'm telling you, you might register your grandfather or your grandmother because you will see the true real benefit of that. So you need two people to join you. Each one of them will pay $120, $120. Now imagine you pay for them. It means that you are not helping them to see the business seriously. But let's assume you pay for them. That means that you have spent $240. The $20 is one time, but this is for a whole year anyway. So you spent $240, but watch this, you will get $50 on each of them. So the moment they pay their $120, you get $50 on each one of them. So already you have $100. So even if you paid for them, you've already gotten your $100 back. But remember, you have 6 terabytes of data that you can use to give to somebody, and then the person will pay. The person will pay. I know a certain guy, what he does is that he makes people pay 50 cedis, 100 cedis. You see, 50 cedis and 100 cedis is nothing to the person. So this one will pay 50 cedis. Then you give them, 200 gigabytes. Then another will pay 50 cedis. They'll give them another 200 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes. And then he has even made more money than how much he paid. So this terabyte itself, you can split it. This is 6 terabytes. That is 6,000 gigabytes. That's 6,000 gigabytes. Hi. And so you are sharing 200. That alone is 50 cedis or 100 cedis. The person will not feel the pain, and you get it back. Now, so you have your $100 in there. You become copper in the organization. Please type it there for me. Copper. Now, when you become copper, the organization is going to reward you a series of income in an unimaginable way. But before I talk about this series of income, I want you to note something here. I don't know if you can see it well, but if you can, that would be great. Okay. If you look on the screen here, to become copper, when you get your 2 people, make sure one of them is on your left and one of them is on your right. So if you check your right, there are 20 people there. And then you want to become what? Copper. Because you want to become copper, you decide that, oh, there are 20 people already on the right, so I'll put all my 2 people on the left. No, you will not become copper. To become copper, one of your people should go on your right, one of your people should go on the left. Now, how do you do that? This is it. Every Wednesday, so the moment you register somebody, the system will put all your people on your smaller leg. So if the people, let me see whether you can get something here. Okay. So if the people, your left leg is plenty people. Okay. When you register the first person, it will go on your right leg if the left leg is plenty people. Okay. Your first person will go on the right leg because there's nobody there. Your second person will also go on the right leg, so there's nobody there. So you will have to go and move your second person on that right leg and bring that person on the left leg, which has plenty people. Now, how do you do that? On Wednesday to Friday, okay, every day, every week, on Wednesday to Friday, you have the chance to do that. Texas time, 12 o'clock. You have the chance to do that. Now, how do you do that? You go into your system. Okay, let me see if I can show you here. And I beg you, please follow me on this. Okay, follow me on this. So you have to log in into your back office. Let me show you here. And please let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. If you can see my screen. Where's my screen? Okay. I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, you can see my screen. I want to believe you can. Okay. So you go to your back office, and then under your My Business, okay, you go to My Business, and then you click on My Direct Affiliate. My Direct Affiliate. Click on that. Okay. So I just click there, My Direct Affiliate. Once you are at my direct affiliate, it's loading. Let's give it some few seconds. Okay. My direct affiliates, you will get this. Okay. All of the people that you've registered here. Now, on top of my direct affiliate, you see my downline. My downline. Click on my downline. I'm just showing you how you can move one person from your left side to your right side. So when I go to my downline, I get all the people here. Okay. So I have all the people on my left side and on my right side. So if I want to know that the last person, my two people I brought here, I want one to go on the right here. What I will do is that you will click on the top right here, show my full downline tree. Show my full downline tree is on the top right here. Click on that, and the full downline tree is going to show. Okay, this is the full downline tree that is going to show. Now, it is too big, so you click on, I'm going to click on the bottom right because I want the person to go to the bottom right. So you click on the bottom right. Okay, you click on the bottom right, and this is the bottom right. So at this bottom right, on Wednesday, this side will be open. So you will see empty, 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 gray, plenty of them. Empty, empty, empty. And then you will click one of them that where you want the person to be. The moment you click where you want the person to be, that person will be moved from the left side. In fact, the moment you click like that, okay, there will be a list of all the people who have to be replaced. All the people who have registered in your team by you, but you have not positioned them. And so what you have to do is that you see the list of the names, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once you get the list of the names, you will now put them on the far right, because I'm on my right side here. If you're on the left side of the tree, you put all of them on the far left. Now you have one person on your left and you have one person on your right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do your positioning. Once you have done your positioning, you are a copper. Now, what is the next thing to do once you are a copper? You will now be making an income of generational proportion. Let me show you something. Can't see my screen. Okay. So now watch this here. How do you become a silver from being a copper? The next thing you want to do is, as a silver, remember that a copper, you have two people, one on your left, one on your right. You then have to have those people, one of them, becoming copper, okay, in your sponsorship tree. And when I say one of them becoming copper in your one sponsorship tree, it doesn't matter who. It could be someone you don't even know, but the person is in your tree, and the person is what? Is copper. Once that person is copper, you are silver. Straight up. But that is not the bigger one. Okay. The bigger one is gold. And for me, the gold is a real thing. I'm coming to talk about that. Then I'll show you the benefits of all of this. For you to get to gold, you must repeat the copper again. You must still get two more people. Now, it's easy to get to gold. Let me go back here. It's easy to get to gold. Okay. To get to gold, you have to get 5 people registered. So there are some of you who have already registered 5 people. Personally. When I say 5 people registered personally. And those 5 people you've registered personally makes you automatic gold. The only thing is that you got to make sure that 2 of them are on your left side, 2 of them are on your right side. So the 2 people you already brought, that made you copper. Make sure you add 2 more, 1 left again, 1 right again. That makes it 4. And then get a 5th person, and that makes you what is known as a number 5 person. Now, by that time, I can guarantee you that you already have some more people who have come into your organization. I know this. Most of you have people in your organization. If I'm going to show you, you'll be surprised. So the system says that as a gold, you must have a total of 25 people in your organization. But that total of 25 people in your organization, a minimum of 25 people in your organization, 5 of them must come from you yourself as gold, oh, as gold. Hey, you can imagine most of you who are gold, but by the new system, you are not yet gold. By the old system, you are not yet gold, but this is going to make you gold. And gold is the bigger choice of income that you're going to make. You're going to make big income. And so you see, you have to know where you are going before you know why you are going there. You have to know where you are going before you know why you are going there. And that is why I'm taking my time to get this explanation. So to be gold, and I'll end at gold because the rest of the income is scary. It's scary. To be gold, you have to have your 5 people, 2 of them on the left, 2 of them on the right, okay? And in that line of that 5 people, okay, in that line of 5 people or whatever, the 25 people, you should have at least 3 of them being copper. You should have at least 3 of them being copper. See, the most powerful thing is that if these coppers are from you yourself, if they are from you yourself, you will chop ganja, okay? Because you have helped people to grow in your organization. Let me show you something here. So this is a gold situation, and it is said to be the major gold. So I told you that 3 of the people must be what? Must be copper, right? You remember that? Let me show you an example of that. So you need to have 1 copper in 3 separate line of sponsorship. So if you brought this person here, watch this. If you brought this person here, the green guy, this green guy here is your personally enrolled. This green guy here is your personally enrolled. This guy is copper. You brought him. He's copper. Now, you brought the guy, he's copper. Now, watch on your right side. You have how many people? You have 2 people. They are green. You have 3 people on your left. They are also green. So this means that these are your personal enrolled. So by the rule of gold ship, you are gold. Okay. But the next thing for you to be enjoying the great income here is that out of the 5 people, you brought this guy. This guy is copper. So that's good. You've qualified 1 of them to be copper. You brought this green guy, but this green guy is not copper. But below him, you don't even know who the person is. Below him, this green guy, there is a copper down there. So that is yours. It's also yours. So you also have a copper. Maybe it was this guy here who made him copper. Okay? But it's still yours. It's in your organization. So you qualify. You have how many coppers here? 2 coppers on the left here. And then on the right, you brought this green guy who is on your right. He is not copper yet. He is not copper. But below him, there is a copper there. So how many coppers do you now have in your organization? 3. 1 of them is just yours. 2 of them are not yours. This. And watch how many people are in your organization. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So you have 25 people in total in your organization. How many have you brought? Only 5 of them. Hi. And that makes you what? That makes you gold. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are gold, we call it the first major rank. I'm telling you, anybody can be gold. Because most of you already have these people. You already have more people in the organization already. And all you got to do now is to move yourself to the gold level. Once you get to the gold, you are going to make some income. Now, listen carefully. My time is almost up. Hey, I need to continue this thing again. Okay, next time. Okay. you now have to, you're going to get 12% on all the revenue that is going to be given to the gold, the silver, and the copper. Now, let me give you an example of this, and it will help you to know what income that you are going to get here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's imagine that the company, and you see, a lot of people have registered in the company. They are getting money, but they don't know. The monies are small, very, very small. I'll give you an example. You see, right now, what is happening is that if I put someone under you, even though you haven't brought anybody, if I put somebody under you, provided it's on your left and on your right, you get paid. But the thing is that you don't get paid a lot. You get paid small, like $3, $4, $5. $3, $4, $5. So these incomes are quite small. And because they are small, people don't even know they have it. They don't appreciate it. And people are getting it. And do you know how many people are getting this kind of income? About 50,000 people are getting this income. So you just take your time and take something like 50,000 people. Each of them is getting $4, $4, $4, $4, $4. How much is that? That is about 200,000 people. But because it's $4, small, they don't really appreciate it. What the company is going to do is to take this money from these people who have not worked and give it to the copper. Now the question becomes, how many coppers are there? You will be surprised that the number of coppers are not even up to 1,000, not even 500. Few people. And so if these people are going to share the $200,000, for example, how much do you think each copper is going to get? The person is going to get between $300 and $400. So imagine, for example, you are getting $300 every month. Every month. Not 1 month, not 2 months, every single month for that. Would that make a difference? For those of you in Africa, in Ghana, the exchange rate I hear is 14 cedis. So you take $300. I'm just taking this thing. You take $300, you multiply by 14, that is about 4,200. So ask yourself that in your current income, will 4,200 cedis or $300, can it buy fuel or food for the family? If your salary is not 4,200, bury yourself in this business. Do this business with your life. Do it with pomp and pageantry. Do it with fear and trembling. A lot of people will not listen to this. Doesn't mean that you will lose. Let me tell you, it's not a lot of people who are riding private jets. Not many people are flying private. You know, private jet is expensive. But the makers of private jets, are they not millionaires? Why? Because private jet is not for everybody. So the fact that you go and tell someone about this and the person tells you that I'm not interested, it does not make you not make the income. That person is simply not the right person for you for now. Keep on telling the next person, because private jet is not for everyone. That person does not probably deserve to have a private jet. You see, the reason why a lot of people don't do well in this sort of business is because they are afraid. They're afraid. They are scared. Fear is false evidence appearing real. They think that everything is not going to work. In October, I came to the UK here. Before I came, I said to myself, I'm going to fight to do this thing. When I was coming, some people told me that I don't think you're going to do this, you'll go back up again because you are going to be in a first world country with a wonderful job, wonderful, incredible work. And yet, since I came here, even though I'm in a top world country, I'm still doing the go back up. Why? Because you cannot be where you are now and expect manna to fall. You just don't know tomorrow. Look at the volcano that is happening all around the countries. People are burning. There's too much heat. There's too much doom. So there's too much pain. You got to be paid in dollars. This is your moment. This is the time to help each member of your family to be getting that 4,000 every month. 4,000 every. Do you know what it's going to do for their life? Do you know what it's going to do for their life if you help each one of your family members who is getting 500, 700,000 to now be getting 4,000? May we begin to see the power of what is in our hand. No one will come and save you. I'm telling you, no one is coming to save you. I work myself because I know if I don't do this, nobody is going to do it for me. Register your father, register your mother. And when you get the income, help your mother and your father, each one of them, to become copper. And let them be chopping that 4,000 too. It's for them. Okay, they'll be proud of you. And the good thing about this organization, when you move away from the copper to the silver and gold, from that gold section, that is when you see l'argent. And that gold section, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even talking about when you have earned $1,000. No, we are talking about real income here. And that is why I and my household, we are not going to joke with this thing. Be ready for what is coming. We are going to go through this thing weekly and explain this thing over again. Tomorrow, there is a presentation coming on, which is the power of learning. But we'll come back and come and explain the detailed aspect on how to generate income as a gold. Until then, remember that you were created here to have a purpose. Never be afraid of income. You see, your fear all this while about income, that is what is making you poor all this while about income. I'm telling you. You've made money an evil thing in your life. Meanwhile, in your heart of hearts, you like it. You see, the body doesn't like that kind of thing. Even Satan doesn't like it. When you like something, you're acting like you don't like it. You either become hot or cold. Income is good. Income is godly. God put gold in the Garden of Eden. You deserve better. Even Adam and Eve, who were already having everything they needed in the garden, God added gold to it for them. You, Opele, who needs income more than Adam and Eve, you are telling me that God doesn't want you to have abundance. If He doesn't want you to have abundance, why did He make the air abundant for you? Food abundant for you. The land abundant for you. So if God wants you to have abundance, you just have to know how to regulate the abundance. You take it. If you don't want it, once God gives you the abundance, go and give it to other people. It's a blessing. So me, I will get more income and I'll give the income out to people and get blessings from them. You deserve to be gold. Don't go for copper. Even though copper is going to give you some small 4,000 cedis. Go for the gold. Go for the gold and make your family super proud. I'm telling you, I will help everybody who is willing, able, and ready. Burn your oil. Sacrifice yourself for this thing. From today onward, do not let a day pass you've not spoken to a person about this. Share this information on your social media every single day. Every single day. Every day, I'm telling you. 4,200 cedis. Can it make a difference? This is even the smallest income we are talking about here. But please remember that it comes with work. You must get 2 people. You must get 2 people. That is a very definition of the God back capital. You are still going to have your service, your everything. But I will sacrifice for anybody who wants to become copper before the 7th of May. Tomorrow is a holiday for some people. What are you going to do? How many lists have you made? How many people are you going to call? How many people are relaxed at home tomorrow, May Day? Decide. No one is coming for you. You know, we are good at complaining. You know that? We are very good. Charlie, the economy is hard. Charlie, it's not easy. Charlie. Like we are good at that. We are good at that. That Charlie, I will use that Charlie to talk to people. to expose them to the realities on the ground. No one is coming for you. This is the reality. Welcome to the adult life. You wish you were not born. Now that you have been born, go back to your mother's womb, because the world is pain and anguish. You got to fight your battle before you can win your war. I have realized this. You know that if you know this, don't complain. No one should complain. Let us fight our fight. You see, someone is praying to God to have the opportunity you have now. Someone is praying to God to have the opportunity you have now, and you are blowing it. You want to be informed to come for training. You want to be informed to come and learn something that will benefit you. Hey, me, I've made over $10,000, $11,000 now. Okay, I'm going to $12,000. And you want me to be forced? I don't get forced. When the dream is pushing you, you don't get pushed. Nobody should remind you to be successful. You want to be successful. You want to get there. People need you. You want to support people around you. You got to fight. Hey, Charlie, opportunity is ringing on people's doors. People are seeing this opportunity. They are blowing it. Someone is dying, praying to God to have this thing. And what? Talk to people and you feel it's difficult. Then you are proud. Me, I have 2 masters, 2 PhD, permanent endowment, first degree, 5 degrees. I am not shy. Insult me whatever you like. I will go and tell another person. And I'll come back to you and come and tell you. If you are so important to yourself, then you are arrogant. If you are worried about what people will tell you, that and tell you that, hey, please, I'm not interested. Oh, so because of that, because people have told you are not interested, are you going to die? Are you going to die because somebody said, I'm not interested, get away? You like money. Then because of that, you will not fight for your dream. Do you know that the mosquito, even the mosquito, when you're coming to kill it, it runs away. It fights to live. It fights. The mosquito does not want to be killed. And you, with wisdom, with knowledge, you are bothered. Look at flies. When flies are coming to your food and you kick them away, they are coming again. You kick them away, they are coming again. The fly wants to have a good time, so he will keep coming. He will keep coming. Animal instinct. Animals will keep going. And you, wisdom, made in the image of God. You were created in the image of God, who's creative is creative. You are afraid to go forward simply because he says that he's not ready. He's not interested. So you stop. You stop. You haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen anything. Life is not a bed of roses, so I'm telling you. You don't know what is going to happen in 2025. You don't know. You just don't know. My mother was hospitalized in UGMC. I was told that I needed to pay 2,500 cedis every day in emergency ward. She was in an intensive care. The oxygen, I need to pay 2,500 every day. I did that for 97 days. Take your calculator, multiply 2,500 by 97. That's how much I was paying. If I did not have this backup, if I did not have something, a business on the side of what I was earning, as for my salary, don't go there. That's how when you get it, you do. That's what you do, so that it can go away. It's not for us. That's why I don't touch it, because the more I see it, I get angry. So I don't like to touch it. So you got to make a declaration for your life. I'm telling you, nobody will do it for you. Nobody. You don't know. You don't know. Somebody you don't know. And so I had to pay that. But my mom always says that if it was not you, I'll be dead. And it's true, she'll be dead. Because when I go there, every day I go there, for the first 21 days, every day I'll go there, one person, two people have died. I asked the nurse, What happened? He says that they can't pay you. And then I will go and see 6 doctors around my mother. One is on her neck, one is on the nose, one is putting this there, one is putting that there. Because I have paid 2005 every day, 2005 every day. You just don't know tomorrow. Don't say someone is lucky. If you know what is chasing you, you will run. You see, the speed of your running depends on what is hunting you. Me, what is hunting me is different from what is hunting you. If what is hunting you is a roaring lion, you will not be running like the way you are running. So I am begging you, your family needs you. Even you yourself, you need you yourself. Remember that God wants you to have that. He wants you to go to Dubai. He wants you to fly to Maldives. You want to go to the UK, to Canada, to Australia. You want to have time for your family. You deserve it. You were created in an image of God, a happy, living God. He wants you to have abundance, just as he gave that abundance to Adam and Eve. You deserve it. It's even an insult to God when he wants you to have it and you say you don't want it. Do you think King Solomon told God, God, I don't want it. Take your income. God says, you didn't pray for money, but I'm giving you money. He said, God, please, I don't want any money. Take your money. Is that what King Solomon said? If King Solomon was alive today and he was ever told to do God backup, do you think King Solomon would do or he will not do? Do you think King Solomon, go and check the record. King Solomon was doing business with the kings of Arabia, the kings of Mesopotamia. The queen of Sheba had to come and do business with a woman. Because God has blessed him to have money, but he was never going to have the money. He had to work for it. King Solomon had to gather kings and speak wisdom to them. Before the kings will leave, they will put $4 billion of gold into his storehouse because they have listening. The King Solomon can talk from morning to evening, and people will be bringing gold to come and listen to his wisdom. The queen of Sheba received money even when she was going back. I'm saying that King Solomon didn't pray and God put the money in his household. He had to work. So God will not bless you. He will bless your hands. He will bless your mouth. He will bless what you do. If you do nothing, God will bless that nothing. If you do something, God will bless that something. If you do plenty, God will bless that plenty. If you do abundantly, God will bless abundantly. It's a principle of Godship. And King Solomon understood that. I understand that. You understand that. Let us go all in. Let us fight. Let us do what God will bless. God says that you and I should talk to people and let them know this good news. Let's do it. The thing is that whether you do it or you don't do it, some will do it. That's why I am doing it. That's why I want you to do it. That's why you got to do it. Because to get $4,200 even monthly, this is small compared to the gold, the platinum. And now it's easy to get to platinum. Okay? You get to platinum. See, platinum, you just need 10 people. Platinum, you still need 25 people in your team. You don't even have to know them. And that 25, 10 of them should be yours, personal. Some of you already have 10 people, but you're not platinum yet. With a new one, you become platinum. Do you know the income you're going to be getting? You are around $2,000 to $4,000. Hey, people don't know. So please, today, make a time. Sit with your family. Tell your family, look, I've been joking with my life. Tell your husband. Tell your wife. Tell your children. Darling, we have been playing you. We have been playing. God has given us something, but we are joking with it. But as for today, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to fight. I'm going to be part of a name that will be made in God backup. And when the time comes, I will be proud of myself. I know it's not going to be easy, but darling, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with the 2 people. I will get the 2 people. I'll get 2 people who are willing to work, because if I get 2 people who are not willing to work, I'll suffer. So I'll fight to get the 2 people who are willing to work so that I don't stay like that. And I will make sure I help those 2 people to also become copper. And that By the end of this year, my dear friend, you would have made a mark on the generation of 2024. You would have cemented your name on the calendar of the wealthy giants who were part of the Solomonic dynasty. When people are being called who take opportunities, you would have been called some. If King David was here, he would have done God back up. I'm telling you. You see, that time, let me tell you, Abraham, if you read Genesis chapter 13, verse 2, God said, the scripture said, Abraham became very rich. He didn't even say Rachel. He says he became very rich. You go and check. Okay, Genesis chapter 13, verse 1 and 2. Okay, and then he said, with cattle, rich with cattle, with gold and silver. So in the past, the biggest business to do was agriculture. Two of them were crop farming and animal husbandry. That was Genesis time. That was Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. They were all agriculturists. King Solomon at the time, he has moved a little bit up. He was an agriculture, but he was a tradesman. Today, the business is technology. I'm telling you, if Abraham was alive today, he will not be doing agriculture. He will be doing technology. The world of technology, that is what is moving. I'm telling you. Go and study the history of mankind in the realm of wealth creation. And therefore, all the people that are understanding the technological ambience, they will do well. And you, my dear, will do well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much. We'll continue again, okay, in the course of the week. Okay, tomorrow we'll have a beautiful training at the same time. Thank you very much indeed for coming here. I want to say a big thank you to all my superpowers. Okay, praise Nana for Dr. Fader. Oh my goodness. Okay, Laura, it's a beautiful time. Samuel also is lovely to have you. Dr. Dorothy Hansen. Oh my Lara Tapuyo. Okay. Esimebia, fight your battles before you win the war. Okay, I love you so much. Okay, share your information about God. You got to do it, Benjamin. You got to fight. You got to do whatever it takes to keep your name written on the handwriting wall. You got to do that because with or without you, people are going to do it. I'm telling you. People who are hungry, they live a life of zero excuses. People that are hungry, they live a life of zero excuses. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry, they see where the gold is and they dig for the gold. They dig for the gold because they know the gold is there. They dig for the gold because they know the gold is there. I would dig for the gold. You got to dig for the gold because you know the gold is there. The thing is that if you don't dig, someone is going to dig your gold. Someone will dig your gold. So go for the gold and make your family proud. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been on this important program. Let's go tell the world. The recording is going to be there. Until then, have a wonderful evening. Love you all. And I will see you again tomorrow, same time. Have a wonderful evening.